Everything in this build here is load balanced. And from my experience, when making production lines like this for power related fuel, manifolds aren't as effective. They don't keep up because this is specifically mathed out. Yes, manifolds work fine when you have oversupplying, but I'm not doing an oversupply method. I specifically have an amount delivered to the machines and used. Some machines in this setup have been underclocked and more added than what's required, simply to create one-to-one relationships so you don't have to merge and then split product between machines. An example of this is in front, where you can see the water extractors feed straight into the refineries, and those refineries feed straight into the blenders. They're all underclocked a particular way, and it means it's much simpler to create this flow of product passing through. With the drones that you see flying around in front, each receiving drone port here is for a particular resource, and it has 2 drone ports at the sending end. The miner has been split and the product fed into 2 drone ports. This allows for one drone to be always waiting to drop off a load when the other returns to collect another load. The output uranium fuel rods will be fed into a drone port to send that product to the nuclear reactor facility. This design and save file will be available to download from the Satisfactory Guru website, as well as the blueprint will be available on the Satisfactory Calculator Interactive Map blueprint section. The purpose of building in this style allows for modules of these blueprints to be deployed anywhere, allowing to scale up as power requirements are needed. Check out the links below for the spreadsheet on all the production lines required to make this work. Being a tutorial save, I don't have a battery production line. However, each drone port here has an industrial storage container full of batteries. This is enough to supply it to get the process running. If you wanted to use this save file or this blueprint, you would need to set up a battery facility and set up a drone port here that would then, via conveyor belt, feed every one of those drone ports in their battery input. Or at every location at the sending end, feed the batteries that way. This setup has yet to be powered on. Those drones are waiting to drop off their product. As soon as I connect a power cable down below, we'll be able to watch this process occur and possibly find any mistakes in the building process. Who knows? This is one of my favorite parts of the game, is turning it on and finding out how close we got to making something work first go. Here we go. I better put my hazmat suit on because things are going to get a little bit radioactive. Not much will happen initially because the drone ports weren't full at the receiving end when I first loaded them up. Some of the drones here have product in them and some of them don't. I've got here, these two have nothing. I believe this is the uranium drone port, but the next load coming in will be full. You can see here, got some iron coming in. There's already some flowing. I'm a bit concerned about this. I don't think we're keeping up enough, so I'm thinking we may just increase that clock rate a little bit more to keep up. Even if I went to, I believe if we went 26 per minute, I believe that would be all we need to do to keep on top. Because obviously, like explained before, the whole point of this is we don't want the sulfuric acid backing up. And if that means I now need 52 canisters per minute being made, then all I have to do is update that. So yes, even when you math things out specifically, there are going to be a few variables that you don't know what they are. You could be producing more even though your machines say they're producing an exact amount. There are some rounding things that could be going on. So the 9.6 per minute coming out could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less. However, we have simply increased this just a little bit, which meant because I did that, I needed to increase the empty canisters being created, and I needed to increase the plastic, and I also needed to increase the petroleum coke being burnt. Oh wow, that rod was received right on time to make that next process happen. This appears to be a properly balanced setup now, folks. It's obviously each one takes a while to receive. You need to check every machine to make sure that they are working. An easy way to check machines is if you know the product that has to be in each machine. So in case uranium cells, in case industrial beams and electromagnetic control rods, when you're using the deconstruct tool, you can have that on the machine and the buffers of the machines show you there, and that is a little cheap, easy way to know that a machine is actually working. It doesn't tell you if it's keeping up. And there we are, we have 13 uranium fuel rods created so far. There you have it, folks, a fully functioning uranium fuel rod production facility, quite a small footprint, supplying 10 nuclear reactors. That'll give us 25 gigawatts of power. Stay tuned for more videos on the uranium and plutonium fuel processes. Be sure to check out the Satisfactory Guru website. There's plenty of articles there with tips and tricks on how to get the most out of the wonderful game that is called a Satisfactory. Thank you very much.